What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transport Wannabe. Have a little bit of downtime, which is always good. We're sitting right outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're a couple days early on a load that we took coming out of Salt Lake City. So we're trying to see if we can get it rescheduled to drop it early. But listen, I'm just enjoying the time sitting because, man, we be running. My trainer's 25 years old and you know, he's all about that life. So if nothing else that I get out of this additional training that I'm getting, staying on this truck a little longer, it's gonna be some stamina for sure. Anyway, I wanted to say what's up to the subscriber that I met out in a truck stop in Iowa. Forgot your name and everything, but I do appreciate you stopping by saying what's up. You know, I get a lot of, not a lot, it's common for me to see people from my barbecue and cooking channel that recognize me, but from the trucking channel, it's a little bit more rare, and I do appreciate it. I've had a few questions come in. Some were kind of prime related, some were kind of personal related, so I figured I'd do a little question and answer while I have a little bit of time here by myself. These questions are kind of in the order that I got them, so they're going to be a little, they may not kind of flow into each other. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with that. First question is, am I taking my dogs on the truck? Now, I hope nobody that has a dog or pet on the truck takes this the wrong way, but I love my dog and like Prime too much to bring either my dogs or put Prime in a position where I'd leave a load to go handle some vet stuff or whatever. I just don't think that it would be a good fit for me if something was to go wrong. If something was to happen to one of my dogs, the load would become secondary or non-important. So rather than even put myself in that position, I just won't be having dogs on the truck. As much as I love them, they're better taken care of at home than I could take care of them on the truck. So no, I will not be doing that. What did I do before trucking? I got into mortgage banking in 1999. The company that I left, I started with that company in early 2002. In 2004, I became a manager at that company where I managed the Denver offices and our Phoenix office. So I used to go from Denver to Phoenix every 2 or 3 weeks for about a week doing that. Just got burnt out on that business. The last 10 years I was there, I was just doing my own business. I wasn't in management or anything like that. And I was on a pretty sweet work schedule at that point. So I might have worked 2 or 3 hours a day. I'm making up for that now. How old am I? I'm 51 years, or 50. I'll be 51 in October. What type of truck would I like? You know, Prime rocks with those international Peterbilts and Freightliners mainly. I know they're dabbling with a few other makes or a couple other makes. My first trainer had a Peterbilt. My current trainer has a Freightliner, and I'm not 100% sure or if I'll really even care. From a drive perspective, a Peterbilt just drives a whole lot better than a Freightliner. I mean, there's anybody that says different, I mean, they just like bouncing around 50% more. I like the fact that the Freightliner is a little bit shorter, so you know, you can maneuver around a little bit easier. It may not matter. It may come down to other aspects. It may just be what's available. So I'm not 100% sold on either one of those yet. Somebody was asking about training pay. You know, that's going to be something that you need to get with your recruiter with. If you're currently watching this, because I know there's a few people that are actually in Prime right now that are either about to do their PSD training or just starting their TNT training. Listen, if you want to stay on your truck, you know, they really didn't tell me this until I asked about it, but you can get paid a flat $1,000 a week as opposed to the $750 or $700 that the current training is. So if you want to stay on your truck, or if your trainer wants to stay on for a little while longer, definitely ask about that $1,000 a week guarantee. Do I prefer day or night driving? I prefer day driving. I'll take a little bit more traffic than having. I just don't like I don't like not being able to see far into the distance. I mean, I'll do it, primarily when I first got into training. I was doing majority of night driving, and then it's just kind of flipped lately, so I've been a little lucky from that aspect. One thing I will invest in, regardless of what type of truck I get, is some LED headlights or whatever. Those strong headlights, whatever. Somebody asked if I was gonna plan on doing company or lease. I will 100% be doing lease, and money is probably lower on the list is the reason to why I'll be doing that. What state has the best food? When I tell people how hard we run, I mean, people at Prime that I went to school with are surprised at how much we run. We really don't get around to tasting the local cuisine. If we stop at a truck stop for more than 30 minutes, we're lucky. I've been training with, I don't even remember how long we've been training. I can maybe count 3 times, maybe 4, that we've actually even just stayed at a truck stop. We're usually getting loads in, if they're coast to coast, 2.5 days early. Sometimes they let us drop, sometimes they'll, that we've had people switch loads and then we get another one. So I mean, we just run. So don't get a chance to eat much food. What states do I like the most? I'm just gonna say from visually, I like kind of that eastern, like maybe the mid-eastern region, maybe a little bit of the southeast from a beauty perspective. West Coast has better landscape views and things like that. I prefer driving out on the West Coast though. This video is getting a little long. Things that I didn't expect. You know what? I didn't expect that this driving tempo was going to be to the degree it is. Like I said, I'm in contact with other people that aren't necessarily driving quite as much as we are, taking breaks and going to movies and, doing stuff like that. The break I get when we switch drivers is maybe about 20-30 minutes, do a quick walk around, and we're rolling again. We'll stop and take a shower. We might keep it a little rustic, 2-3 days, whatever it is, but other than that, it's just moving. So that's one thing I didn't expect. I didn't expect that wasn't gonna like driving at night as little as I do. If you'd asked me before I got into this, I would have said night driving would have been my preferred driving. Man, this video, I might have to do a part 2 on this, because this video is getting a little bit long. I will be coming up with a few more of these questions that I didn't get to that may be a little bit more Prime or training related. Other than that, I do want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transport. Wannabe, listen, if you are into that barbecue and cooking lifestyle, go check out my barbecue and cooking channel, No Hippie Barbecue and Cooking. We're just, as of this video, just under 30,000 subscribers. Help a brother get over 30,000. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, hopefully we could drop this load early and maybe hit back out to that West Coast. I'm out.